Pisces. Welcome to 2017. We made it. I've been telling everyone that. I'm really excited to read for you guys today because January 2017 feels amazing. It is an incredible time to start something new, you know, because we have the universal energies of newness, of freshness. I'm sure you feel it, you know. It's exciting. And I'm excited especially to read for you Pisces because you guys are so emotionally deep. It's a different emotional depth from the Scorpio though. It's more fluid. You know, Scorpio can get very, very deep and then they can get lost, but a Pisces just keeps swimming, you know, keeps flowing with those emotions. And I really feel like we have a lot to learn from Pisces. The only way we're going to learn from Pisces, though, is if Pisces learns from themselves and starts honoring themselves. So I'm really here to help you guys honor those and to bring that to your conscious level as opposed to it sitting in your subconscious, the emotional depth that you guys have and the amazing impact that you have on this world, okay? So I'm going to get started with your reading for January. Let me give it a little bit of a shuffle. Okay, so this is your situation for January, okay? This is what's going on. So juggling balances, juggling balances, balancing out the finances, balancing out the relationships, balancing out the family, just trying to find more of a balance in your life, you know? Pisces, like I said, are so fluid. You guys are the original empaths, where you go into a crowded room and you morph into each and every person, you know? But because of that, you can feel extremely unbalanced. It's almost like, you know, you come home and you're in a bad mood and you don't even know where that bad mood stemmed from because it's not yours. You lost your balance. And the only way that a Pisces can kind of survive in this world is if you guys are grounded and balanced, okay? Balance is definitely your keyword. So if you're feeling very rocky, do what you need to do to get your footing back. I'm going to, hopefully, our spirit guides are going to let us know how we're going to achieve that. But as of right now, the focus is just getting grounded because we need you guys to be 100%. We need that from you, okay? So obstacle and an aid. Your ships are coming in when it comes to that financial and physical and partnership balance and family balance. Your ships are coming in. So whatever you put out there, is coming back. If that is a scary thought for you, then it's time to definitely take a second look at the thoughts that you've been manifesting to create your world. Because if it's scary for you that what you've put out there is coming back in, that's not a good thing. That either means that you weren't making the proper steps. I don't want to say the proper steps because every path and every step is the proper step for you if that's a decision that you made. I mean more so the fact that if you know that you haven't been positive about your finances, that's coming to fruition, okay? That's going to come and manifest itself. So if you weren't positive about your finances or your relationships, I'm sorry, but that's exactly what you're going to get out. You know, that's exactly what's going to come back. The good thing is that going forward, you're really starting to realize your power. You're starting to realize that, oh my God, I haven't been positive when it comes to that area of my life, and that area of my life is the worst area of my life. What power do I have? That's a good thing. It's terrifying at first, but it's also a good thing to realize that going forward, you can manifest. We're manifesting so much more quickly. All you have to do is just change that thinking around. And the first step is to just acknowledge what you've been thinking about, what your thought patterns were towards that area of your life. Once you can recognize it, you can take a step back and be like, where did that come from? Follow it through, try and find out where it came from, what root did it come from, and sever that root. And severing the root is just as simple as it sounds. You know, an excellent visualization is to literally, you know, maybe envision a tree, you know, envision that tree and envision the branches or all the qualities or negative or experiences or memories or hurts, whatever that you want to get rid of, and burn that tree down, cut it down, take an axe to that tree and just get it out of here, and make sure that you're pulling it from the roots. Make sure that in your third eye's mind, your mind's eye, you're pulling that tree out. All the rooted negativity, all the rooted beliefs that are no longer serving your purpose, it's time to let go of them, okay? So that's an obstacle and an aid. And I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay, subconsciously, feeling like it's always been a juggling act. It's always been an internal juggling act, like people are taking from you. And also, Pisces can have a lot of guilt. They have a victim mentality where it's like, well, I've been taken from, so I'm okay to feel this way, and I'm justified in acting this way. But who's it really serving you? When you're holding on to those beliefs and you're holding on to those past hurts and those inner struggles and those inner conflicts, you're not creating a better place for you, and you're not creating a better place for your family, you're not creating a better place for the world in the long run, okay? So let go of that root structure that has been holding you back for so long, because 2017 is giving us a whole new 9-year cycle to work with and to play with and to create with and manifest with. So thought process is, you want that empowerment, you want that authority over yourself, and you want that authority to start at home, okay? Maybe you're not feeling like you're the head of the household right now. Somebody is really calling the shots. At the end of the day, you are your own authority. I cannot stress that enough. If you don't want to do something, just say no. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to have reasons. The answer is no, I'm not doing that. Period. All you have to do is do it once or twice, and then people will start to get the hint. No. It's as simple as that. I know you guys don't want to hurt people. I know you guys are so accepting and compassionate, and you feel with your heart, and you would never want to hurt anybody like that. But you're hurting yourself by not honoring yourself and by not giving yourself that time to recharge and to balance yourself back out. You're saying yes too much. You're not the authority at home. You want to be, or it's a complete opposite and you are too authoritative at home. Either way, those are both very, very harsh energies to be dealing with. They're not conducive to spiritual growth, which Pisces are spiritually growing. Like that's why you're here. That is why you're here. So if you're too focused on being in charge or someone else being in charge of you, let it go. It's time to start realizing that you're your own authority. You're so much more than what you give yourself credit for. You guys are compassionate, authentic, amazing, chameleon beings that are able to take on the energies of other people, which is incredible, because if you're surrounding yourself with the right people, guess what? They're just going to lift you up. So surround yourself with the proper people so that you can start lifting yourself up, right? So something that would have just immediately passed was that optimism, that happiness. Might be a little bit harder to come across in January of 2017. Not as easy to find that optimism as it was in 2016, especially in December, because December was a very optimistic, creative month. So that could have just passed. You still have the energies, even though it was in your immediate past, you still have the energies there. You can still tap into that optimism if you want to. You have complete control. You have complete authority, whether or not. That's the thing. A lot of the times people don't want to change, and that's fine. You don't have to. You know, if you're happy with the path that you're on, then by all means, please keep going. But if you're not happy and you're just stubbornly clinging on to past ideas, past beliefs, then it might be time to consider letting go, okay? And I'm not trying to force you guys into do something that you don't want to do. I'm just trying to show you what your subconscious mind is bringing to the forefront, bringing to your attention, okay? Future card could be some heartbreak. Could definitely be some heartbreak. Especially when it comes to that optimism, when it comes to that creativity. It's not always going to be easy to create and to be optimistic, but you need to take the bad with the good. That's just the balance of life. It's the masculine and feminine qualities of life, and that's just what it is, okay? So you right now are moving on from something. especially around the full moon in Cancer, definitely moving on from something. It's definitely time to move on, okay? So you've had your empowerment. It's not a bad moving on. It's definitely not a bad moving on. It's realizing what you've already created, and it's realizing that it's time to move forward, okay? 2017 is giving you that power. Family and friends are feeling seated. You're definitely feeling seated in a relationship, definitely feeling frustrations at home with the home and family in January. A lot of heartache, hard to be optimistic, hard to be positive. As soon as I'll be honest with you, as soon as I started even reading for you guys, I felt kind of low. I'll be totally honest with you, but that's okay, because the lows come with the highs. And if January isn't your high month, then maybe February will be, maybe March will be your birthday month. You never really know. But at the end of the day, if this is a low feeling for you, feel it through. If you're not feeling like yourself, just say no. Don't go out and just expend more of the energies that you don't have. And definitely don't go out in a low vibration to just spread that to other people, because that's not going to be conducive to your optimism, right? If you're just putting out negativity, then how are you going to ever get positivity back? So it might be time to take a seat when it comes to your family and friends, and just focusing more on optimism in the coming months, okay? Hopes and fears. So you hope that you have more of an inner option, inner creativity, inner struggle, still having some stomach issues that haven't been cleared up. And that's fearful, because health is something that doesn't really come up in my readings. But if you're having stomach issues, it's time to definitely take a look at those deeper. Don't be fearful, because a lot of the times it's our fear that are manifesting these diseases. So the stomach is your digestive system. You're not digesting something properly. Majority of the times, the physical illnesses and the physical diseases are a direct result of our spiritual, emotional diseases. So the digestive track, I have an amazing site called Our Spiritual Nutrition. If you Google that, and it has a list of any ailments, and a lot of the times awareness for the spiritual, emotional reason of the illness is all that is needed to clear it. So if you're having stomach issues, digestive issues, to be frank, you're not having those daily bowel movements and you're just feeling really stuffed up, it's time to really figure out the emotional stem from that, okay? And to let it go. So Our Spiritual Nutrition, Google that. It's an amazing site for any illnesses or ailments that you need to let go of that are directly related to your spirit, okay? Final card for January of 2017 for you Pisces, and you guys are also in my last video, so this is the last card of the last video, and it is an overburden of responsibility. So a new responsibility is coming in. That responsibility could be at home. It's going to keep you on your toes a bit, but it's what you need to kind of feel complete, kind of feel tied together. So don't see it as a bad thing. Yeah, you might be taking on a lot in January. You might be taking on a lot in 2017 with all this newness coming in. Don't see it as a burden. See it as a blessing. And like I said, if it's too much, just say no. I'm giving you permission to just say no. And if anybody has a problem, send them my way and I'll set them straight, okay? Love you guys. Have an amazing January, and I'll see you in February. Keep fluid, keep moving, just go with the flow, let go, don't worry, be happy, okay? Love you guys, have an amazing January.